Trying to find something to follow, hand over, every man trying to follow, built trains, analyze sound, not the trade, so bad time, and had my heart broke. About to lose hope. Stop me on the side of the road, like a shy show. Need an antidote before I broke. And I said goodbye, but with the fans, we were good, possible. With no road, trying to find a direction. The world got the next. Pick up a bag, pick a hand, that's a red turn from the pressure. But like my life was so wide, trying to find an egg. You know, look, TV's close to the break. Stop the call away, and it's all just trying to find a good step. Just hell, I can do it still. I'm in the purple life on the very this is real tough what I tell. I'm going to cause pain, something that'll rubber knows very well. They can tell I was sick from the Lord. Got a tongue like a two-edged sword. With a style that they might support. The only thing equal in the church for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many seeds separated from the dead. On my prayers in the soul deep. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UPK, be a rebel that you heard about. Yeah, and they ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house. My man heard it out. Yeah, I ain't heard it out. Without the shadow of a doubt. Tell me the elite songs. For the drink of my soul, the block. You know, things that we know. Cannot stop. Nothing on the fans watch. Tell the people that they church for no great stoppers. What is the stop pilots? Takes on the rebels in the rock pilot. They leave on higher things. They never understand things. They never truly made sense. If I'm trying to for a criminal, no, it ain't getting but my bootstrap. Freeze by the glaze on that get for the tough love. Just blood. And when we touch them, I'll taste that blood. For my hammer. I want to know this the reason I'm alive. Thank God. I just got the text message. Nobody need. Nobody need, man. Check the sound. Check the sound. Good. Places are the most frantic issues. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You are skeptic to a cesspool. Damn right. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. It's the I.S.U.P.K. Wednesday night law class. I.S.U.P.K. start out of 1 West 125th from New York. We are led by the commanding general. You understand? I.S.U.P.K. is the home of the truth, and we are not affiliated with no other Israelite group. You understand? And that's get proven every day by the day that we are the foundation, that we are the home of the truth. You know what I'm saying? While your camp leader is using your camp phones, your camp ties to buy pegging kits, our camp leader, our leader of this nation is using our phones to build a goddamn nation. You know what I'm saying? If you want to feel like a man, this is the only place to be. Right. Anywhere else, you're going to feel like a homosexual or a police officer. You know what I'm saying? The only place to learn to love your people is here in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Commander General YAHANNA could have tweaked the truth and had this place out. But, you know what I'm saying? He held on to the truth that he was taught.
You know what I'm saying? And he passed down that came way down in Houston, Texas, so a brother like me can have a chance to see my people. You understand? Shout out to that brother. So today's topic is Negroes are not African, man. We've been taught by our oppressor that we are so-called African Americans. You understand? We've been brainwashed to believing that we come from the same bloodline as those stinking Africans over there in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Now the Bible called them Hamites. You understand? But here in America, we've been brainwashed to think that they're called Africans. No, they're called Hamites. And of course, there are Israelites over there too. But we are not the same family as them Hamites. We are totally different people. These Africans in America, they prove to us every day that we're different people. How many Africans y'all hang out with? How many Africans y'all be chilling on Call of Duty with your homies? You know what I'm saying? Y'all playing Call of Duty tonight? None. How many Africans do you sisters hang out with after they do your hair? None. We are not the same people, and they're taught from a young age that they're not a Negro. They're taught from a young age that they're better than Negroes. You understand? They played a crucial part in the transatlantic slave trade. Most people think the white man went into those jungles and snatched us up himself. He got a big net and just cast the net out. And Negroes was caught up and put on slave ships. No. The white man went to the so-called Africans and made a deal with them to put us in slavery. Another misconception is that Africans sold Africans into slavery. That is not the truth. Africans sold heathen Israelites into slavery. That's the truth. That's the historical and also the biblical truth of how we got over here. You understand? These are not our people. It is a disgrace to even put them in the same league as us. We God's chosen people. To even share the same name is honor to us. You know what I'm saying? We didn't when we first got here, we were called Negroes. The white man would never put us on the same level as him by calling us American. Would never. We were called African Americans in 1983 by Jesse Jackson. Before then, we were Negroes, colored, what the so-called oppressor, who y'all love, you know what I'm saying, played a major part along with the Arabs and the so-called right.
That goes back on the basis of like Egyptians didn't like the food. If they lost it, whatever you put up.
Right. You know, let me tell you something, man. They are devils too. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that the devil will die and get every evil thing that the Lord got to give. You know what I'm saying? And they deserve that. They deserve the punishment that's coming to them for the crimes they done to God's chosen people. And it's only fair. It's only fair. How until you eat Egyptologists, how can you hate the so-called white man and not hate the African? It don't make no damn sense. They both played the same role. You know what I'm saying? You think the African sold his brother into slavery? Well, no, the African sold a whole nother nation into slavery, man. He sold a whole nother nation into slavery. And guess what? His kingdom grew because of that. The wealth that he gained from selling us, his kingdom grew. You know what I'm saying? And to be a fact, every nation that took us into captivity, they became a great nation. From the Greeks to the Romans, while we lived in Africa, you know what I'm saying? Even now in America, America is the greatest nation on the earth. Why? Because he has God's chosen people in captivity. We're building this nation from the ground up. We've been building this nation for over 500 years, and it's the most remarkable kingdom that's ever been. Why? Because the Lord's jewels His silver and gold is at the bottom, building this nation up. You understand? Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? We just saw ICE today, right? At Walmart. It was such a long line of cars, we got lost in it, you know what I'm saying? They are hunting down the foundation that builds America. And soon they're gonna realize, look, we need them. We need these people, because I'm not picking this strawberries for $2 a day. I'm not cleaning toilets for $2 a day. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor is very arrogant. He don't think he needs them now, but when he has to replace them, he's gonna wish he never did what he did.
Right.
When Christ returns, he's gonna wish he never did what he did. Get the Lord a hand, you know what I'm saying? We're waiting for the day when our power sends his son, sends our king down here to gain recompense for the crimes of these devils on this earth.
Right.
He's gonna take their crowns on their head and he's gonna wear them, because he's gonna be the new ruler and we're gonna rule under him. And we're gonna rule these nations with an iron rod, man. You know what I'm saying? We are totally going to break them up and take their power from them. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be following the law, statutes, commandments. No longer will you see, and I'm going to tell you something, Salaki. To those brothers who think they're Africans, I've never seen you eating doo-doo, smearing doo-doo on your face. I've never seen it. I've never seen you getting up under a cow and letting the cow piss over your face, taking a piss bath. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen those things. You want to be them, follow their culture to the T. Where's that plate that's supposed to be in your lip? I ate African plate one time, fufu, and was musty for 2 days. They stink. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand a goddamn African, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Everything they try to copy us. They try to copy our style. I seen an African wearing his hat backwards. Turn that hat back around, you know what I'm saying? You ain't one of us. But they mask themselves trying to be you. And once you set the foundation in America, they come in and try to swoop and take your spot. We see all these African actors playing African-American roles in slave movies. You know what I'm saying? We see, good night. We see these Africans steal the Caribbean sound, Afrobeats. They just stole the Caribbean sound and just, you know what I'm saying, took over the earth following us. Now Afrobeats is everywhere. I can't even enjoy myself without Afrobeat being played on the radio. And put that Keith Sweat back on. You know, goddamn African beats, Afro beats. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather listen to Silver Shaka than the Afro beat. You know what I'm saying? Clicking and look good, man. Put Silver Shaka on, man. I jam that boy. You know what I'm saying? They have copied us, but they can never be us. You know what I'm saying? And one thing we gotta learn as black people is all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Because we've been brainwashed in America, we think that skin color represents who you are. Who you are has nothing to do with your skin. So we share the skin to them, you think we're the same people, but we're not. Go ahead, come on. You know you can.
Brown man showing what brown man showing what brother than the black man.
Yeah, brother, he sure right. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up. Brother, the brown man should. You know what I'm saying? He should show more brotherhood to us than the African should do. You know what I'm saying? And because of skin tone, we reject our Northern Kingdom brothers, not knowing that when we were getting lynched, the Mexicans right next to us getting lynched. When we were fighting at the Alamo, the Mexicans was fighting for our freedom, for their brothers and their sisters. They was fighting for us. Tell you something, I've seen not one African boat come over here since we came over on slave ships. Not one stinking, boo-boo eating African. Like Africans eat monkey. Bush meat, they call it. How come you Negroes ain't eating elephant thighs? What are elephant thighs that with gravy on them? We are not the same people. You know what I'm saying? Africans come over to America, they come snobbish, bougie, think they better than us. They start taking baths every day, thinking they better than what they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Go back home, they land in the bushes. They got their kids starting wars with African kids walking around with choppers. You know what I'm saying? We are not the same people culturally. Matter of fact, the Lord says we're better than them. And we're going to show you so-called Negroes, although we share the same skin tone, we are not them. We are God's chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel. Give me Genesis 1 and 8. 1 and 8, slack. What chapter? Genesis chapter 1. Start at verse 1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, Yahweh created.
Select it. Hold on. Go to Exodus 2 real quick. Exodus 2. Give me 1 second. Give me Genesis 42 and 1. Yeah, we'll start there. 42 and 1. We'll start there. Select.
42, verse 1. Now, when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his son, why do ye look one upon another? Verse 2. And he said, behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down to thither, and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die.
Right, so Jacob sent his sons down to Egypt to buy corn. Come on.
Verse 3. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt. Verse 4. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob did not with his brother.
Come on.
For we peradventure this should befall them. Verse 5. And the sons of Jacob got corn on those that came, for the famine the land of Canaan. Verse 6. And Joseph was the governor over the land.
Who was?
Joseph,
Come on.
was the governor over the land. And it was that Joseph killed all the people of the land.
Right, so Joseph was in a position of the guy selling corn to all of the people.
So Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him.
He did what?
Joseph saw his brethren.
Come on.
And he knew them.
He what?
And he knew them.
Joseph saw his brothers and he recognized who they were.
But made him sit strange and spake roughly. And he said, "Fix something." And they said, "The land of Canaan, by whom?" Verse 8. And Joseph knew his brethren.
Joseph what?
And Joseph knew his brethren.
Come on.
But they knew not him.
And they what?
But they knew not him.
They knew not him. These are all brown people. And his brothers couldn't tell the difference between him and an Egyptian. Joseph's brothers couldn't tell the difference between him and an African. This goes to show that we share skin tone. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? The 12 tribes of Israel, we share similar skin tone to Africans, but we are not the same people. All right, give me Exodus chapter 2. Yeah, let him do it. That's fine.
Exodus chapter 2, verse 1.
Come on.
And there went a man to the house of Levi.
House of who?
The house of Levi.
What house?
The house of Levi.
Come on.
And took the wife, a daughter of Levi.
A daughter of who?
Of Levi.
Come on. So we got two Levites, a man and a sister. You know what I'm saying? Brother and sister coming together. Come on.
Verse 2. And the woman conceived and bare a son.
Come on.
And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months. Verse 3. And when she could no longer hide him, she took for him an ark of wood, slide, and put out on the river.
That's it right there. That's all I need you. That was the background and history of Moses. Moses is the brother of a Levi brother and a Levi sister. You know what I'm saying? And we, Levi, or what tribe today? What are Levi's? Who? So-called Haitian brothers. Yes, sir. Well said. All right. So that was the history of Moses. Go to chapter 4. Verse 6.
Chapter 4, verse 6. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, put thine hand into thy bosom.
The Lord told Moses, put thine hand into thy bosom. Come on.
And he put his hand into his bosom.
Come on.
And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous and snow.
It was what?
Leprous and snow.
Moses was told to put his hand into his bosom, and when he brought his hand out, his hand was white as snow. Come on.
Verse 7. And he said, put thine hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh. So
he told him again, put your hand in your bosom. And then this time when he put it out, his hand had returned back. Proving that Moses was dark. You understand? That's a simple miracle that the Lord did to show us today that Moses was a dark-skinned man. You know y'all seen the movie? What movie that with Charles Heston? What's the name of the movie? The Ten Commandments. They got Moses like a goddamn white man. You know what I'm saying? That goes directly against the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? The white man wants to be every goddamn body. He's an Israelite. He's the last of the Mohicans. He's the last of the last samurai. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be everybody. And that's why we call him the devil that the Bible speaks of. What does the word devil mean? Say it again? Deceiver. It means deceiver. The white man is the goddamn liar, man. You know what I'm saying? And we've been falling for his lives ever since we stepped off of those slave ships that he went and made a deal with the Africans to put us on. That he went and made a deal with the Abrahams to make and put us on. You understand? It's time out that we stop falling for the lies. Like the white man is steady pump faking us, and we steady jumping off our feet. You gotta stay grounded, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, stay grounded. And how we stay grounded? We come back to these laws, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? This book, this culture the Lord gave us is the only thing that puts us as first-class citizens. The only thing. Any other culture we follow, we're at the bottom. We're the hard workers of every other culture we follow. We're the ones generating the wealth, generating the structure of the country. It's us. Why? Because we're slaves to them. When we start to come back to our culture, we start to rise up and gain power. And that's our whole mission. Our whole mission is to rebuild our nation as we wait for our king to return. That's our whole mission. And here we teach in I.S.U.P.K to do that. You know what I'm saying? We teach brothers to battle their goddamn demons. You know what I'm saying? We teach brothers how to be men. We teach brothers how to be brothers. You know what I'm saying? And we teach sons to be fathers. That's all we teach. How to get that crown on our head from Christ when he returns. But it starts with knowing who you are. Who are you, black man? You are not no goddamn African to start with. You know what I'm saying? You are from the tribe of Judah. You are an Israelite. So-called black, Hispanic, Native Indian, you are God's chosen people, man. We have to get away from these cultures that was forced upon us. You know what I'm saying? In our captivity, and come back to the truth. So now I gave 2 examples of us sharing the same skin tone as them. But the main thought is all skin folk ain't kinfolk. All right, let's go to the New Testament. Give me Acts chapter 21, verse 37. I could, man, if I give it up. Got my boy, Officer Y.A.P.K in the building tonight, you know what I'm saying? Officer Y.A.P.K, Trooper Sawaya back in the building, you know what I'm saying? Got the team back together, you know what I'm saying? And everybody else out there in TV land, shalom. Go ahead, start at Acts 21, verse 37.
Acts chapter 21, verse 37.
Come on.
And as Paul was to be led into the council, he said unto the chief captain, may I speak unto thee?
Yeah, Paul said, let me holler at you right quick. Come on.
Who said, canst thou speak Greek? 38. Art not thou that Egyptian?
So the captain, then he said what in 38?
Art thou not that Egyptian?
Or what?
Art now not that Egyptian?
We know that Paul was an Israelite. But this captain thought Paul was a doodle-eating African. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we share skin tone. We are not the same people. Keep reading now.
And led us out into the wilderness, 4,000 men that were murdered.
Come on.
Verse 39. But Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew.
He said what?
I am a man which am a Jew.
Paul said, hell no, ain't no doodle eating. Paul said, hell no. Paul said, I'm a real nigga. You know what I'm saying?
A citizen of no mean city.
Come on.
And I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people.
Right. Paul, once again, was mistaken because of his skin tone of being an African, of being an Hamite. Paul quickly corrected him. Nah, fam, I'm a real nigga. I am a Jew. You know what I'm saying? All right. Give me Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. And Y.A.P.K, you give me second address. 6 and 54. 6 and 54. You give me that. What you got? Uh, 6:54. What you got, Y.A.P.K? What you got holding? Okay. Let him get there. You give me Acts 13 and 1. Come on now.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Another nation better not say nothing against God's chosen people, man. Don't even move your tongue to speak ill of his chosen people. Come on.
Against man or beast.
Against what?
Against man or beast.
Not only can you say nothing against about the people, don't say nothing about our animals, our livestock. You know what I'm saying? Don't come around here disrespecting my cows. You know what I'm saying? The law gonna handle you. Come on.
That he may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Read that part again.
That he may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Although we share similar skin tone, the Lord put a difference between us and those stinking Africans. The Lord put a difference between us and those piss drinking Africans. You know what I'm saying? And what's the difference? Come on. Good, Brother Hannah. I'll take that. That's a good answer. And how we rule the world? Like, that's what I was looking for. That's what our law, statutes, commandments, the culture that the Lord gave us, is the difference between us and those Africans. You know what I'm saying? African eats elegant thigh meat. Like, come on, like that's crazy. If it's in the bushes and they catch it, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I know y'all see them African TV shows they walking down the street with monkeys on sticks, walking around. I can't eat that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Everything the African do just look dusty to me. They, you know what I'm saying? Even the ones over here who try to clean up themselves and you know that African, they got tourist clothing on. They were like, I love New York, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he don't belong over here. Because no nigga is gonna say, look, you know what I'm saying? A Negro gonna claim his hood, but he ain't gonna say, I just love it out here, you know what I'm saying? We could be living a lot better, you know what I'm saying? But we are in captivity. You know what I'm saying? And the oppressors are devils, the Bible speaks, so we gotta always remember that. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever forget the crimes that these Africans done to us. Don't ever forget it. You know what I'm saying? And they know they've committed crimes against us. Example, give me that article out.
Africans have apologized for slavery.
Read it again.
Africans have apologized for slavery.
Come on.
So why won't the U.S. John Brohouse?
Right.
Local news.
Come on.
The Senate acknowledges the fundamental injustice, cruelty, brutality, and inhumanity of slavery and apologize to African Americans.
So the U.S. Senate, they acknowledge the crimes that they've done to us, and they apologize to the so-called African Americans. Come on.
On behalf of the people of the United States for the wrongs committed.
For what?
For the wrongs committed against them and their ancestors who suffered under slavery.
Right. So the United States recognized the crimes they've done. Come on.
The House of Representatives had passed a similar measure previously, but Congress could not resolve two apologies because of differing views on how the would be used in any discussion of reparations.
Right. They couldn't come to an agreement because why? They were worried about how they would have to pass out the reparations, how they would have to give reparations for the crimes they've done. Come on.
The Senate version was insistent that an apology would not endorse future claims.
It's crazy. Come on.
The House could not agree. Significantly, the office of the President of the United States has never issued an apology.
America has been, 1776? In effect, 1776? And no president has issued an apology for what they've done to our people. Come on.
In other words, the United States has never given an unconditional apology for slavery.
And why would they? You're talking about the devil, right? Come on.
For a nation that can't even agree on an apology, the recent conversation around reparations could be seen as little more than an exercise in camaraderie.
Exercise of what?
Camaraderie.
That just means they just talking. They just chewing the fat. They just saying anything because they're not really about that. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, though, in the I.S.U.P.K, we are taught damn those reparations. You know what I'm saying? I want those other nations to be delivered into my hands.
That's right.
I don't want no damn reparations. What I'm fighting for is that crown that my king is gonna place on my head. Who wants a few dollars and a few lambs? I can rule the goddamn earth when Christ returns. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're fighting for. Because we're taught how to build a nation. We're taught to fight for our nation. Outside these walls, you're taught that any trinket the white man gives you, you're satisfied with. Damn that. The Africans, the white man, every type of Caucasian, every type of European, Asian, Arab, I want them delivered into my hands from what they've done to my ancestors, man. And it's only fair. Come on.
As it turns out, mine was not a singular event. Many West African nations and tribes have issued apologies for their role in the transatlantic slave trade Black Americans,
Come on.
and even specific African American individuals who have traced their ancestry to a certain local and who would have otherwise have never received an apology.
I'll tell you something, man. If they are not guilty of anything, why would they issue an apology? They know we are not the same people. They know what they've done. You know what I'm saying? In truth, I think it's a smoke screen. Those Africans see the type of wealth we generate in America, and they want that for their country. They want us to come back over there because why? We're the fastest runners. We got the best jump shot and throw the football the longest. We're the smartest people on the earth. Everything you see in America comes from Negroes. Everything. And you would know more if not had not the our oppressor came up with the patent industry, right? We claim ownership. We claim as the inventor of everything in America. Why? Because our oppressors didn't have a reason to do it. They were living a good life. You know what I'm saying? We create these things to make our life easier. You know what I'm saying? Like this something to tell you Black and Hispanic people, you are the foundation of America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord put you on those slave ships. Give me Sawaj, give me Deuteronomy 28:68. The Lord put us on those slave ships because we disobeyed him. You know what I'm saying? Not because these other people are stronger than us, smarter than us, because we disobeyed what the Lord said, so he had to punish us. And there was not one African on that slave ship with us. Mbutu did not make the slave trip ride with us.
Right.
He was the one that clubbed us aside the head with a club and dragged us on those slave ships. And Mbutu got to pay. He got to pay. You know what I'm saying? Get it. Go ahead. I'll read that for you. How what you got, y'all?
Chapter 28, verse 68.
Come on.
Bring thee to Egypt again with ships.
The word Egypt just means slavery. Take out Egypt with slavery right there for me.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
With what?
Into slavery again with ships.
Out of all the people on earth, what people went into slavery with ships? On cargo slave ships? Who? And who else?
Man.
There you go. With that brother hand. Our Hispanic brothers went on slave ships 200 years before the Negroes set foot on any one of them. Christopher Columbus came and put them on slave ships and sent them to the other side of the earth. They share the same curses that we do. We're the same people. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We shall not see our homeland again. There's a place in Africa called the Gate of No Return. That was a true statement. Once you pass through that gate, you will not be returning here. And it's also the reason why we don't know who we are today. You know what I'm saying? Give me Jeremiah 17:9. You know what I'm saying? Because once we came over here, we were brainwashed into being great slaves. You know what I'm saying? That first generation that came over here, they fought back. They fought hard. But as a second generation came up, they didn't know about the slave trade. They weren't taught about where we came from, what God we served, what foods we ate, how we dressed. They weren't taught those things. They were taught how to be good slaves. Come on.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things.
Hold on, slide. 17 and 4, I'm sorry.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee.
Shall what?
Shall discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee.
Tell you something, those Africans have to pay. They have to pay for the fact that we don't know who our God was. But we don't know who sustained us. We don't know who put us in his captivity. They got to pay for that. They got to pay that our last name is Johnson and Williams and all that, they have to pay for that. They have to pay that we serve white Jesus. Keep reading that.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemy in the land which thou knowest not.
I will cause them to what?
To serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
When you serve your enemies, you're forced to serve their God. You understand? We got the Hispanic brothers and the Judites, right? We both went into captivity by the same oppressor. They were speaking different languages, right? But they gave us the same God. They got to pay for that. And you blacks out there, y'all hold the white man with so much hatred in your heart. Well, you forgive these Africans, though. They have to pay too. Keep going out.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Oh, yeah. The Lord wants his payback. Go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. I'm coming back to you, YAHANNA, Salaki. Sometimes I get excited. I just, you know how it is. I just think about them Africans in chains. I start smiling and shit. All right. Read from the top.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships by the way that whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy for bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
No man shall buy you. It's old Quaker English for no man shall save you. Martin Luther King's, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey's, any of those groups you name, they tried, right? But they couldn't save us because why? The Lord put his captivity on us. You know what I'm saying? All right. Keep reading, YAHANNA.
In 1999, the president of Benin, a neighbor of Nigeria, apologized for his nation's worldly slavery.
Right. That doodle eater apologized. Why? Because his people were a part of enslaving God's chosen people. Come on.
In 2006, Ghana apologized to American descendants of slaves.
Yes, they apologize. I'm telling you something. They see what we're doing in America. And some Negroes, you can pump fake and get them to come over there and try to build up that system over there. No, not us, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to leave one oppressor to go to another. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
A few months ago, a Cameroonian chieftain apologized to an African American who traced his lineage to a couple of local clans. Other West African tribal leaders have done the same.
Come on.
The reason for these apologies is that is the role that some West African tribes and clans played in trading away people from neighboring tribes that they captured in war or kidnapping.
Come on.
Though this may appear to have been active.
Hold on. Slack. Go back to that. And trading away people, slack.
The reason for these apologies is the role that some West African tribes and clans played in trading away people from neighboring tribes.
Trading away people, come on.
From neighboring tribes that they captured in war or
kidnapped.
Right,
come on.
Though this may appear to have been African slavery, it was not that simple.
It was not that simple because Africans didn't sell Africans to slavery. Africans sold God's chosen people, the Israelites, to slavery. Come on.
As many scholars have noted, calling all participants Africans presumes a unified identity among captors and captives that did not exist during the transatlantic slave trade.
Right, because why? There are over 50 countries in Africa. And in each country, there's hundreds of tribes. They are not all unified. You understand? Keep going. Go to the next paragraph.
However, many West African nations now feel compassion and a sense of responsibility for the descendants of those taken from African soil.
If you didn't do nothing, why you gotta apologize? Come on.
They recognize the atrocity and the complicity of some of their ancestors in allowing it to occur.
Tell you something. You hate the so-called white man for what he's done. We feel the same way about those Africans. Our women have aborted 17 million babies since 1976 because of Africans. Our people are on crack because the Africans chose to sell us. You know what I'm saying? We are at a disadvantage here in America. Why? Because those Africans chose to sell us. You know how many people, a lot of people died just on the transport to America? Because the Africans chose to sell us. You have to have that same hatred you got for the oppressor that you got to have for them. Come on.
And so they have apologized.
They what?
They have apologized.
They have to apologize, but you Negroes want to beat them so bad. You want to claim to beat them so bad when these are the very people that put you on those slave ships. Come on.
Without condition. The United States, on the other hand, has not.
The United States will never apologize. Go next one.
It's not just the government. In a recent Huffington Post, UPKHOUSTON poll, only 28% of Americans thought that slavery warranted an apology, while 54% of the country should not apologize. 18% had no opinion.
Good night. 54% said no apology.
28% thought slavery warranted an apology.
That it warranted apology. But how many said no?
54%.
Tell you something, the white man don't even feel like he owes you. This is the government and the people talking. Come on.
They tell you to put yourself up like a
Bootstraps, which no people have done that. No people have done that. Especially those people who came through to America. Every people have used the Italians, and what's the gingers, what they call? Irish. None of them have pulled themselves up by their own bootstraps. The government has helped them. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to us and our people, forget about your pain. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. Just build yourself up from the bottom. When we're behind 500 years. You understand? You put laws in place to keep us behind, keep your boot on our necks. Anything else on that?
In other words, it is not the will of the American people or of the government to apologize for slavery.
Yeah, the government or the American people don't give a damn about us. You know what I'm saying? They on that? Go ahead.
This is a significant declaration and community like to communicate to Black Americans what the nation thinks of their story.
Read that one more time.
God, this is a significant declaration and communicates to Black Americans what the nation thinks of their story.
This is a spit in the face to Black people. That you worked for over 500 years making America the greatest country on earth, and they can't even apologize for what they done to you. That's a spit in the face. It goes to show that America don't give a damn about us. Come on.
Now, we want to take away the record of what you did. You want to remove what Jack Robinson.
Yeah. Tell you something, that's all. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
That's why in the UPK, that's our mantra. You know what I'm saying? We put that on the banner and we walk around with it. We're the no cowards on the earth. Because we have to stand by. But we won't stand by and let the white man just totally destroy us. Destroy our history. You know what I'm saying? He already have most of our people think that we have nothing past slavery. Our history only begins when we, you know what I'm saying, we're enslaved. But since 1969, we've been teaching that we are the greatest people on earth. Thus said the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Thus said the Lord. And we are teaching our nation to be a great nation again by what? Following our King and keeping the commandments and the culture that the Most High gave us. You know what I'm saying? Give me Joel, chapter 3. Give me something in the Bible dictionary, y'all come. You know what I want? Bam. Since y'all won't listen to us, I know y'all listen to the oppressor. Y'all love to hear what the white man say. You want to listen to your brothers? Let's listen to them. Go ahead, Doc. Ham.
Compact Bible Dictionary. Definition of Ham. The youngest son of Noah.
The Bible dictionary says that Ham is the youngest son of Noah. Come on.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood.
Come on.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
Come on.
Became the progenitor.
Became what?
The progenitor.
He became the progenitor. The word progenitor means the father of the forefather. Ham is the progenitor of who?
Of the dark races.
Of who?
The dark races.
Ham is the forefather of the dark races. Come on.
Not the Negroes.
Who?
Not the Negroes.
But not the Negroes. The Bible makes a difference between the Negroes and the Hamites. We are not the same people. There you go. Come on, Brett.
But the Egyptians,
Africans,
Ethiopians,
Africans,
Libyans,
Africans,
and Canaanites.
those are true Hamites according to the Bible and history. And it said not the Negroes. We're not the same people. You know, other book. No. Other one. There we go. 74. Read the title right quick.
The black image is the white mind. The debate on Afro-American character and destiny. George N. Frederickson.
How many years it took to make this book?
1817 to 1940.
Right. It took the white man almost two years, right? How long was that? 200 years. Sorry, I got to carry the one. Took them a very long time to write this book. He knows something about you Negroes that you don't know your goddamn self. Should be like 72, something like that. 75. Let's go. Give me the next book up, Sawad. Next book up. And Crania Egyptica.
Egyptica.
Babylon Timbuktu.
Published in.
Go ahead.
What? Published in 1844.
What year?
1844.
Our so-called oppressor knew something about us in 1844. Come on.
Ford pointed out that both cranial and archaeology.
Stop. Cranial and archaeology, right? Our head shapes and our artifacts. Come on.
Evidence shows that the Egyptians were not Negroes.
That Egyptians were what?
Were not Negroes.
That the Egyptians and the Negroes are not the same people. That the Negroes are not Hamites. Come on.
As abolitionists and colonizationists have maintained, and that in fact blacks have been relegated to the same servile position in ancient Egypt.
Stop. Who was in slavery in ancient Egypt? Israelites. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites was in slavery in ancient Egypt. Come on.
And in modern America.
Who's enslaved in modern America? The Israelites. Get that brother hand. You know what I'm saying? Way to put that together. In 1844, they knew that we were not Africans, and they knew who they had in captivity. They knew they had God's chosen people in captivity in 1844. You understand? They knew that. But today, they put that smoke screen on you that you call yourself an African American, that you call yourself a color. You know what I'm saying? They know who you are. Give me the next book. From Babylon Timbuktu. Look at 120, maybe. Is it highlighted? Is it highlighted on the bring it to me, bring the book right quick. Hey, Salaki out there. TV lane, give us 1 second. There you go. 84, they're going to go to 90.
Babylon in 34.
Come on.
In the year 65 BC,
Uh-huh.
the Roman army under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
Right. So there was a war in 7 AD between the Romans and the Jews. Come on.
With great slaughter.
With what?
With great slaughter.
The Romans killed a lot of our people with great slaughter. Come on.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
Come on.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Fled where?
Into Africa.
Over 1 million Jews fled into Africa. Why? We fled there because why?
Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery.
Right. So we can hide amongst the Africans. So we can hide amongst the Hamites. That's why we fled into Africa. That's how we ended up in Africa in such a mass number. You know what I'm saying? So what happened while we was in Africa? Give me page 100. Or flip that. Yeah, well, I told you, read that.
The black Jews had an advantage over the African tribes.
We had a what?
Had an advantage over the African tribes.
Hold it. Give me Deuteronomy 76. Keep reading, not keep reading.
They carried their culture, history, laws, and written records with them.
Right?
It assured them a constant precedent for the development of a higher social organization.
Anytime we keep our laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord lifts us up above these other nations, man. And that's what happened when we got to Africa. We got to Africa. We started getting over the Africans. You know what I'm saying? We became a powerful kingdom on their ground. You know what I'm saying? And they hated that. Keep going.
Because of the stability of the black Jewish culture,
Come on.
the Jews were not absorbed into the
Autonomous. Right, because our culture, we went. Yeah, because our culture, we didn't follow the heathens. Come on.
Population. In fact, the Jews absorbed some of the native tribes.
Come on.
The Jews made use of every opportunity. They were an industrious and skillful people.
Of course.
In the Jewish Ghanaian state were found king, prince, governor, general, secretary, treasurer, revenue agent, judge, architect, engineer, doctor, historian, language interpreter, mathematician, jeweler, sculptor, mason, carpenter, painters of art, goldsmith, leather worker, potter, armorer, saddler, blacksmith, agriculturist, etc.
Now, think about this is what happens when we keep our culture. We become a great people. Read what you got, Yahawanna.
Deuteronomy 7, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Come on.
above all people,
Above who?
above all people,
Above the white man?
above all people,
Arab?
all people,
African?
all people
Come on.
that are upon the face of the earth.
When we are in our culture, we are better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? And history proves that. The brother just named off a lot of officers, a lot of skills that we possess while we was on the African ground. Imagine that. Us having all this while they letting the cow piss on their head. They're gonna be frustrated. You know what I'm saying? While they writing doo-doo on the ground, they are frustrated seeing our kingdom being lifted up. You know what I'm saying? Give me Give me Joel chapter 3. Who got Joel chapter 3? 1. These Africans got to pay, man. They got to pay for what they've done. We are not the same people. They damn sure ain't our brothers and our sisters. Because no brother and sister would sell their people to captivity. And to get done the way the oppressor did us, they got to pay for it. Come on.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah.
Right, the Lord is going to bring back. Come on, the captivity
of Judah and Jerusalem.
The Lord is going to bring back in memory of what they've done to us. He's going to bring back to the forefront of the crimes what they've done to us. Come on.
Verse 2. And I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations.
Right, they scattered us among the nations. Come on.
And parted my land.
Come on.
Verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people.
They did what?
And they have cast lots for my people.
Come on.
And have given a boy for an harlot.
Come on.
And sold a girl for wives, that they might drink.
Yeah, they got to pay for it. Come on.
Yea. And what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
O Tyre and Zidon. Tyre and Zidon are Hamite nations. They were very popular nations because they did a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Sale. They was big in like selling stuff. You know what I'm saying? Merchants. Hey, get that brother hand in the bag. That's why y'all can buy it. They was very rich from being merchants. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
And all the folks of Palestine.
Right. So Tyre and Zidon are Hamites. Palestine is what? Who? That's right. Arabs. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. All these, they all played a role. The Africans sold us to the white man. The Arabs put the ships together for the white man. Come on.
Will you render me a recompense?
And
if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense on your own head?
The Lord saying, if you get at me, I'm going to get at you most swiftly. I'm going to put it on top of your head. I'm going to put it on your face. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
They did what?
Ye have taken my silver and my gold.
Who's the silver and gold? The Israelites. Get a brother hand. They've taken the Lord's silver and gold. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
And have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Come on.
Verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem.
Just another reminder that we are all one people. The north and southern tribes, we are all one family. So-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We're the family. We're the ones that are connected by blood and by history. You know what I'm saying? We have no connection, no blood in us from a goddamn Africa. Come on.
And the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Greeks.
To the who?
Unto the Greeks.
To the white man?
Unto the Greeks.
To the Europeans?
To the Greeks.
You have to pay Hamites for selling us to the so-called white man. You have to pay for that. Come on.
That ye might remove them far from their border.
Far from their border. The prophet Joel talked about the transatlantic slave trade 2,000 years ago. And because we didn't keep the law, statutes, commandments, the Lord put us in a bad position. He put us in a bad position. Those blessings and curses that he talked about in 28, Deuteronomy 28, those came to fruition. When we did right, he put us above the nation. When we didn't do, he put us under the nation. And that's why today we're in America and we're fighting to know who we are. Like until 1969, it was a mystery of who the black man was. It was a mystery. You ask 10 different black men who you are, he's gonna give you 10 different answers. And that's a crime. That's a crime that these other nations will have to pay for when our king returns. Give me Zephaniah 21. Shamar, don't leave around. Go ahead.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Come on.
Gather yourselves together.
Do what?
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together. O nation, not desired.
You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are the nation that's not desired on this earth. You know what I'm saying? It's our job to come together and be one family again. Keep these laws, statutes, commandments, and follow our king.
Right.
That's the order we've been given. That's the order we have to do as a nation to rebuild our nation up. You know what I'm saying? Come out of these people and come back to your culture. And with that, I'm going to turn the class over to priest. No, turn the class over to Trooper Sawaya. If I could, I want to give the water out there to Officer Trooper Lazak, Officer Goodall, Cole Davis, what's up, sis? And Sister Anna, the water for those in TV land watching. We appreciate y'all.
We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out on West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, by Asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Fund, Treasury Department of Teaching. Priest Fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like. Upcoming Holy Convocation. Passover, 14th day of the first month, Saturday, Exodus 12 and 1 through 51, Leviticus 23 and 4 through 5, 1 Corinthians 5 and 7 through 8, and 2 Chronicles 30 and 17. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, blue shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And these are the I.S.U.K. security announcements.
Sign Christ. Passover next week. Pay your Passover fee, people. Pay your money. You know what I'm saying? That's how we build this nation up. We don't get no government money. We don't get nothing, no grants, nothing like that. We are building this nation from within the nation. You know what I'm saying? Commander General YAHANNA said $200. It should have been more. Shit, because I see what the amount he give out. It should have been more. You know what I'm saying? But he let us make it with 200. So pay that money. Let's have a glorious Passover, man. Each Passover is glorious. I ain't gonna hold you. I fell in love with the school in my first Passover. So I pray you understand. And with that, I imagine you give a curse salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amman Shabbat, Mighty, Barak, YAHANNA, YAHUSHUK, got some time, salt. I want to give a curse salute to our sister, Men of Israel, Amman Shabbat, Mighty, Barak, YAHANNA, YAHUSHUK. Got some time? Dismiss.